I'm Tony Wagener, and welcome to my personal OD library entitled A Philanthropic Purpose. This project is part of my journey in the Bowling Green State University Master of Organization Development Program and is for ORGD 6015 with Dr. Steve Cady. I can't wait to take you on my journey of purposeful philanthropy and demonstrate how the skills I have, plus the skills I'm gaining in this program, will guide me to my dream job. Let's get started. As I begin, it's important to lay out what you're about to see and how I formulated my plan. The purpose of my library is to demonstrate how my past career and experiences connect with my future in order to guide myself to my dream job. Those who are involved include me, my current and future colleagues, our eMOD cohort, and our program sponsor, Steve Cady. I'm building my library, a portfolio really, through sizing up my skills, knowledge, and resources. Going forward on my path, I need to be comfortable with uncertainty but have trust in my skills and experiences. My career, as you can see, has taken me from an undergraduate degree at BGSU to working in the United States House of Representatives, followed by the nation's premier classical theater, and now to my current position as a Senior Director of Development at the BGSU Foundation. In each of these positions, you'll see common themes which have guided me on my path and I think truly guide my future. We'll see this as we move on. Here we see the common themes of my career. These common themes are personified through my experiences, but also be seen again in the themes of my change method. My career has centered around building strong, effective relationships, whether in public service or in fundraising. I believe in the power of people and the good that people can do for others. Through philanthropy, I see the good in people and see how they are able to affect change. Strong leaderships in these relationships and guiding others is also key. The themes that I have seen throughout my career have at times felt mismatched and disparate. However, as I began this project, I began to see that the themes are what fulfills me in my work. As we are on our OD journey, we must work in areas that provide us fulfillment, as we aren't going to be able to guide others to change if we ourselves aren't fulfilled. Similar to my career themes, I find fulfillment when I am working with other people towards a common purpose. This purpose could be education, the arts, or even economic justice. All of these areas are improved through philanthropy. While seen by some as begging for money, I see philanthropy as our chance to change the world. You'll see this theme as we explore my dream job. I've not been one to spend a great deal of time thinking about future jobs or my career. I have always been annoyed by the "where do you see yourself in 5 years" question during a job interview. However, this project has allowed me to explore this very idea in an honest and safe environment. When I think about the common tasks, themes, and organizations in which I have worked, I start to envision a future for myself, where I am providing leadership and changing the world. Throughout the world, and especially in the United States, large, multi-billion-dollar foundations are literally changing humanity. I've seen this work firsthand and understand the power inherent to philanthropy. The skills I'm learning in OD will be vital for this dream job of mine, which is becoming a foundation executive director. In a role like this, I would be responsible for guiding the organization and its staff in fulfilling the mission of the founder and ensuring that the business operations and programming match this mission. Foundation CEOs have a tremendous opportunity to drive change on a major scale by using the philanthropy of a family or corporation. A foundation leader must have a vision for change for the appropriate stakeholders and requires a significant understanding of all the issues in the world to guide the organization to make the most impact. We're allowed to dream through this assignment. So I've chosen a dream foundation, the Kresge Foundation, based in Detroit. The foundation is one of the top 20th in America, with assets near $4 billion. The foundation has a broad scope and it invests in change across a diverse array of sectors, from health to culture to the arts. My career has been broad and gives me a unique perspective on the world, important for a major foundation. Even in my current role with the BGSU Foundation, I am responsible for driving change by guiding high net worth individuals to improving the university across any number of areas. I am a talented philanthropic officer and understand the needs of supporters. However, leaders of organizations need to have experience not just driving change outward, but also internally. I need to use the skills I'm gaining in the MOD to enhance my resume and to show a foundation board that I could make the difference. It is also important to compile and utilize a well-rounded personal library, which I'll discuss now. My library consists of books, articles, and periodicals that support my belief in change and the importance of philanthropy. I have sources that pertain directly to the fundraising and philanthropic industry, including the Chronicle of Philanthropy and books by some of the best in the business. I also read the words of history's great philanthropists, such as Andrew Carnegie, and historical biographies. In addition, and crucial to be an expert on the world and its needs, I am a voracious reader of news, which is represented here by the New York Times. My new skills in OD are included in the Change Handbook, as well as leadership and other texts from our past classes. This is a new area for me, and I'm amazed at how much I'm gaining from reading these new texts. To organize my library, I'm reliant on the electronic methods you see pictured. I've always been a connoisseur of Google Drive and carry my laptop everywhere. My blogs and articles are here, and I'm known for sending articles out each morning to staff, friends, and colleagues that I think will help. I also have a loaded Kindle and a shelf of books from each part of my life. These resources inform my work, and as I begin to take on new tasks and projects to grow into my ideal self, I will rely on the resources in OD that are just now being added to my library. With a dream job and an effective library, it's now time to talk about the way that I view the implementation of change. My emerging method of change is just that, emerging. As a student in OD, I am beginning to put together a method of change to be used in the organizations where I'm currently working and those in the future. As a foundation leader, my change method will be valuable in driving change internally so that it can do amazing work externally. My method encompasses pieces from many that we have studied, but also corresponds with my skill and belief in working with people. To quote Dr. Katie, purpose is the bread and butter of a change method. My purpose in driving change relates to the functionality of my organizations. When we're working to drive change, we need to ensure that the goal is clear, perhaps not to the specifics of what will happen, but why we are doing it. If those in our organizations don't know why we are seeking change, why would they want to take part? Within my emerging change method, the system includes those who are involved. This course, and indeed the methods as a whole, includes building change for the whole system. Internally, this is very clear. Our team should be thinking beyond themselves and of the organization as a whole. To go further, I believe that a change method must include the who of external constituents, especially for a foundation that works to improve the lives of others. A foundation, as I've explained here, must demonstrate evidence for change. It must demonstrate that change has occurred because of its work, especially when the foundation is in need of additional support and resources. I'm basing my personal change method on many of the methods that we have already studied, and seeking to use emotional intelligence and the power of relationships in driving this change, an area I continue to develop through our program. The values and principles most important to me are based around the idea of the relationship. I have built my career on working with others and developing strong relationships that are mutually beneficial. My change method carries this idea. I value the input and understanding of colleagues and partners, and in philanthropy I am especially understanding of the relationship with external stakeholders who often are directly impacted by the work of my organization. In my emerging method, I understand the importance of understanding what I'm talking about. Particular to becoming a foundation leader, I must understand and inform myself enough of issues if I hope to make a difference. My roadmap for change, similar to the roadmap of this project, includes working with others and ensuring that I match the steps necessary to bring about a meaningful change, whether internal or external to the organization. In summary, I hope we have seen how my experiences in a wide array of organizations have provided me the skills needed to advance in my career. My career will be enhanced by learning and further developing my skills in OD. The journey to making organizations better, and in foundation work making the world better, lies in a systematic, relationship-based, and effective model of change that I have expressed here. I've talked often about how I view myself as an agent of change through an expert knowledge of philanthropy. In its current form, philanthropy is a uniquely American experience, and perhaps no person was more vital to it than Andrew Carnegie, often called the father of modern philanthropy. This quote shown here summarizes my ideals and experiences with philanthropy as more than a journey, it's a life's work. Thank you for joining me on my OD journey.